It's funny, it happens on, on Twitch, if it terminates, which is not very often, it kind of detaches itself automatically, and YouTube sometimes does it. I'm right in the middle of an awful situation here. I've just took a potion, but I think it may be too late. So I've taken a potion, I'm not doing a quick save. So I don't know whether this is going to work. And I've got ice form, I've selected ice form. So we're right where we are, we haven't moved, I've just... And I can't... usually it fills up straight away, but it seemed like we're dead straight away. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to press the shout button and hope I freeze him. And I missed him. Drat. So we're going to get away. Where is the thing gone? I think he's got it. Whoa, sorry. Sorry, Katrina. Right, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We are going to use this scroll of Call to Arms. This gives us 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, 10 minutes of our friends. If we get the two together, we're going to give them increased combat.
Done and done.
I don't know if it'll work with the ghostly figure, but if we can get these two close together, we might be able to get them both. I don't know if it works for both, but I kind of aim at it both. And this should give all allies. No. Yeah, we're hitting the tough stuff, as you can see. Let's make sure we're fully equipped before I go on to. But yeah, I'm trying to do this, but it's proving rather difficult to do this stuff. It's all happening, and that's the trouble when you go into Dwemer mines. You do get this stuff. It is gonna be tricky. Yeah, choruses I absolutely hate. They are vicious things.
That'll teach you.
But I want to do this scroll. 10 minutes should give us enough time. Yeah, I don't really want to use these healing spells, but I want to see any allies in this area will get these increased skills. That will increase their health, magicka, stamina, whatever, so that we can get through this. We've got 10 minutes, so that should give us a bit of time. But yeah, when you come into these places, you got the farmer. The farmer are always tricky, and so are the choruses. Especially the choruses, they do bad damage. They really do. They can be very tricky, especially if you're on your own. They are really can catch you out. So you got to be very careful with them. They're particularly strong. It's probably the hard casing, and these things are real nasty. Change the spell. What the what this? You mean this scroll? Yeah, I'm just gonna have a look at one of the other scrolls. Maybe the Elder Scroll might come in handy here. A chain line does shock damage, then leaps to a new target. Let's try that. I mean, we've got to have time to do this. That might harm our enemies, so I might go for chain lightning here. Alright, and then we can maybe get this one up as well. So they now have, they should have increased combat skills now. So let's just get this up. And we're going up here, right? But yeah, always coming into these things are really dangerous. Falmar are a tricky bunch if you're not prepared right. They always just seem to be that little bit higher. Should I throw a little bit of light up here? Dare I? Because I just want to see if there's a way down there or whether that's just a dead end. I think it's where we got to before, so let's do a quick save now. Let's not take any chances this time. I'll take my time going through here because obviously this light is going to reveal everything. I don't know whether it works on the ghost, so it may not work on the ghost. So I'm going to do this slower minutes to give this time for this light to run out. I don't think I'll get any more of those because I don't really. We'll get a staff coming up now. I will get this one eventually, but I want to keep that ice one for a minute. Where are we? Magica, sorry. Yeah, I've still got ice form, and I'm going to go back to the staff. I think probably this one is better. And just let this light go down. I mean, as much as I want the light, I don't want the light. my telly just seems to be very, you know, good, really good contrast. So. And I don't want to alter the contrast because then it, you know, makes it different for other games. So I don't want to keep messing and changing it backwards and forwards. But I put the brightness up.
Feels like ages ago.
But yeah, I like this kind of thing.
My bow. There, out on the log. Wondered what happened to it.
Right, okay, there's that bow that you were on about. I can't remember some of it, but I can't remember every single one. I'm going to put the light on again because I want to be able to see this bow. Some details I remember, and some, you know, some of it all comes flooding back, and some not so. I'll get the moss because you don't get much of that. So it could be that it's over there, because she kind of says this stuff, but you know, it doesn't exactly tell you where to go, does she? Right, let me just check this is the right way. Yeah. Thought it was, but I just want to double check there. I like to use the clairvoyant just to double check where I'm going. But I do kind of like to explore everywhere because I don't want to, you know, miss. Ah, I think that's it on there, here. I could, you know, I can't remember everything, but I do remember it's on the end of something. I do believe. So I'm going to have a little look around here because it might be on here. I think it's on here. If my memory serves me correctly. You've got to be a bit careful here. Yeah, there it is right on the end there. But it means I've got to go slow now. But yeah, that's why I've got the light up. Because I wouldn't want to do this in the dark. Oh, I haven't got the light there. I don't want to do this in the dark. But yeah, it kind of, sometimes it does come flooding back once I get to certain bits. I do kind of remember what you said about the bow. I thought, it might be the one that's on a fallen down thing here. So I was looking for a fallen down log. Right, I'm going to drop this bow. This bow has a, you know, a particular thing. Yeah, it fires faster than a normal bow. That's it. We're not a bow person, so I'm going to drop that, and hopefully I'm not dropping that so that it falls down. Sometimes they will slide on, you know, a bit of a slope, so I've got to be careful it doesn't do that. So I'm going to drop that and get Serana.
What is
again, we've got we've got to get a little bit away from
What
her
now?
to make this happen. She can attack people, so you can't. I
Got it.
could tell her to attack
Finished?
Katrina, but that would be a stupid idea, right? And then we go back to clairvoyance, just to make sure we're on the right path again. Right. Oh, it looks like we would have gone this way anyway. Okay. But I'm going to just make sure that I don't miss anything, because there's always something hidden somewhere around the backs here, so I'm always going to double check. But I want to use this candlelight a lot. Well, I don't, you know, why I like daytime. Dungeons can be such a pain sometimes. You know what they're like? Cold, dark, creepy. Don't mind them in real life. Because they're interesting. Right then, now we've got to be a bit gingerly. Now let me know when the 10 minutes is up. I'll do a save now. do a hard save while we're at full. Well, not a hard save, sorry, a soft save. Right, here we go then. Yeah, these things can go on for quite some time. They generally, these quest type things, they do go on for a long time. So let's hope we can get to 6 o'clock on this one. It looks like we're going back. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. But that might be to pick up the bow. Well, it is that way apparently. Yeah, it should be this way because it's where the trees were. So I may have missed a way down here. Right, yeah. It's a bit hard to see with all this darkness. But if I pick the path there that is leading, that should be a bit which is stable, hopefully. Right, so there's the tree, so we just have to carry on along here by the look of it. So the tree was down along there somewhere. Right, now where are we going? Oh. Just want to double check, I don't want to get it wrong. Check along here in case there's a hidden chest here. Kind of used all my magicka now, and then probably up there. Right, okay. Right. I always like going into these dungeons. They're so interesting, and it's, you know, there's a lot to them. And right, another quick save. And let's just hope this. If this lasts another half an hour, I notice, you know, when you've got say 3 things that I've had to do in one day, yeah, people tend to go to look at the longest one, obviously. So the short ones tend to get very little view, but. You know, much as you know, until we get Starlink going and at a reasonable price, it looks like we're stuck. I was having a very interesting thought this morning. Oh, it looks like we're coming to the nitty gritty now, so I'm going to risk no light here. But I imagine we're fighting some guy down there. Although that looks like a gate, but I imagine we're going to do a fight. But yeah, they do look like dwarves, don't they? But obviously it's all kicking off down there, so if you look at our map, we're very close. So we're going through that door by the look of it. But at least we're increasing our skill, our sneak level. So I'll leave it off for a minute, as long as there's a little bit of light. We can see all right. But yeah, watch out for these guys popping out of the holes. They're a right pain. Now, we're going down there, but of course there's a place over here, so we've got to investigate. Maybe nothing, it may just be a light. But it's always worth it, isn't it? We know what to do as RPGers. We know to look at everything. Now it looks fairly safe here, I'll imagine. So I'll risk the light. I can't wait till we get to Auriel's bow, which is one of our main quest things. That is a fascinating place. And the bow has a special skill. I don't think there's anything down here, so let's kind of not go then. But I'm a bit worried that something might pop. What was that? Oh, it was a little plunger going up and down there.
Hold up. We need to talk.
Okay.
I mentioned that there was one more danger. Here it is.
Oh, I
you know
imagine
what this
that.
is? It's a lock. A tonal lock. Simple and very, very deadly.
Oh dear.
See the resonators up there? Strike them in the right order, and the door should open. Get it wrong and, well, You've seen what happened when I tried it.
Okay, so quick save then. You mean the earthquake? Reach the summit of Arkngthamz. Solve the tonal riddle. You mean the earthquake?
Yeah, I thought I was prepared for anything. How can you prepare for a damned earthquake?
So I presume a load of rocks are going to fall on us.
That was just one trap. Look around. Who knows what else this thing is capable of?
Any advice?
Well, you can pick up where I left off. My notes should still be in my journal, if you can read it. Beyond that, well, maybe one of our predecessors still has a clue.
Right, so there could be a dead body. Right, hang on then. Let's have a look at this book a little, just a little bit more. See if there's anything. We'll kind of skip past the main bit. It's Katrina, I think it is. Katrina's journal. Oh right, I didn't look at this at all. Oh yeah. Right, okay, so I didn't even look at this. Damn the scheming elf. Damn him, he steals my notes, my discovery, and publishes it under his name. 20 years of my life spent digging through these ruins, and what do I get? A dedication? Friends and colleagues, my arse, he's just mocking me. Well, I'll have the last laugh. Toron may have my theory, but he doesn't have my proof, not yet. If I find the forge first, I can show the world this is my discovery, mine, not his. Fourth of seed. I've got to lead one of the mouldy old books in Mzund. Mentioned the forge, ruined through and through, but I was able to copy down a few scraps, including a map of the first era Dwemer kingdom. Need to cross-reference it with modern borders when I get back. So these are places of Dwemer ruins, I presume. So Arkngthamz was on screen. Apparently the main Aetherium research center seems like the place to start. And then the 2, 3 and 4, are they numbered? Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So they're actually 5 then. So looks like we're going to have 5 of these at some point. Looks like Spore 1, primary source of extracted. So I'll kind of skip through a little bit. The storage site for raw Aetherium just outside Major City. Harmonically volatile. No name but identifying information. But page after page of ruined diagrams couldn't make out much. But it looks like an astrolabe, is that? A gear, some sort of crest in 4 pieces. Could this be the location of the forge? Something unimportant. Something important at least. I can't read, you know. Arkngthamz, my map may be rough, but it was enough to get me here. There may be something to this after all. Oh, I think I know what this is. It's some kind of forge where you can use it to do something to your weapons or something. I think you can use it to craft something, or it has some kind of magical ability which you can use, I think. So we have to hit those things up the top there. Well, these things, you've got to do them in a certain sequence. So oh, I see, actually that could be a reference to the 5 things. Yes, right, okay, so I think that's what it is. That's what it's telling us. So that's the order we've got to do them in. Right, I kind of twigged it now. In fact, I won't take any more of the bolts because we're not usually a crossbow person. So that seems to be what happens, and if we get it wrong, we get it wrong. So I'll just search these. Well, he got it wrong, and it looks like something might have fired out of there and killed that guy.
Maybe one of our predecessors still has a clue.
Well, I'm looking for clues. Right. So I presume it would be a proper body as opposed to a skeleton, but we could be looking for a book. So we're going to use candle. I think we're pretty safe. It's just because we've just got to. Although things could come out of there.
Pattern in the sequence. Most of these locks have a pattern of some kind.
So I imagine we got to find a proper dead body as opposed to a skeleton. Yeah, there it is. So that's what I'm looking for. We'll leave that one. Scrap of paper. Let's read this. So 2 and 3, that's kind of, so if you look at it and you got, say, the top one, those are the 2 left ones, so you do the right one of the 2. So that's probably 1 clue, so we better take that. So there may be more than 1 note. So let's look around.
If all else fails, just take a chance. See what happens. Wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised
don't
if half the
particularly want to
traps have
do
been
that.
sprung by now.
Gonna look up here. But this is why I like these, you know, the dungeons in here. They're all, you know, you do get nice differences between them all. Some are, you know, great big boss at the end. Some are, you know, and this one's a little bit different. So, I mean, they usually got some kind of boss, but it's nicely crafted. What's that? Need better heal spells, change spells. This goes. Hi, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Hi Harry, how are you? I hope you're well. Yeah, it's been a tricky old Dwemer ruin here. So I hope you're well, Harry. Nice to see you again. We're looking for dead bodies and clues to which order to do it. We've got an order which must be obeyed, but there may be another body around. Because I got a feeling, you know, I can vaguely remember it, but I think there's more than 1 note we might have to pick up. But of course, I could be wrong. I think this is where we've already looked. So let me do the light again. But it could be that is the right sequence, but that note meant that it had to be the other way around. So if we look at these 2 items again, so if we look at here. It has, well, I mean, that looks like a map to me, but yeah, that one does look like a map. Oh right, oh, I didn't go on. I thought that was it. Reach the treasury. There's a tonal lock here still active. Jumping from the corpses, it's safe to say the traps are still active too. Couldn't find any clues, so I'll make it a sketch and work it through. 5 resonators, 5 tones. You just have to hit them in the right sequence. Right. So it looks like we have a 1 and a 2, but it looks like the guy has said to do it the other way around. We're not sure about the top 2, so it looks like it could be the top 2. So it should be the left, the right, and then if we look at the other one, which was, what was the other one called? Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. About 1.5 minutes to chat now. Oh, is there? Right, let me just check that a minute. Let me just see if it's coming out alright. It's kind of got low quality on here, but if I press the 720p, then it has kind of become sharper now, yeah. Right, let me try and find it now. Trying to think which one it was. Is it as far as... no. Scrap of paper? Ah. So I presume that's the bottom 3. So 2. So that is scrap of paper. Let's look at the other one. So this should give us the complete thing, hopefully. So 1, 2, and then... Oh, I've forgotten what it was again. Man. Poor old brain. Scrap of paper, wasn't it? Was that the top? Let me think. Let me work this out because I don't want to get this wrong. Let me write. I'll tell you what. I'll write this down. Let me write this down. We have a centre one. So I presume the centre one will turn to open the door. So we have a centre one, and then we have a left one which says 1 and 2. So let's do it like that. 1 and a 2. And then on the top there, I'm not sure. So and then a kind of, that's the great big statue thing. Right, so we have a, they're not quite sure, possibly a 2. And then on the other one, so they've got 2 crossed out. Two crossed out and a 2 crossed out. So I don't have to do it again. Oh, sorry about that. Mysterious. Where are we? Scribbled note. No. Oh, Brett, it's terrible. My brain. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah. Grab my paper. That one says 2, which is correct, and then 3. That appears to be the right-hand one. So it looks like we're going 1, 2. So the other, that one's 3. So the 4 must be on the top left. But there are 5 altogether. So I presume is 1, 2. So the bottom, left to right, 1, 2, and then 3 on the right, 4 on above, and then we hit the last one after. So let's go with that and hope we get it right. So actually it's like that. Okay. So according to that it should be 1. Oh. Oh, I think I had the wrong thing there. I think I had a different spell. So let's get it right. Let's do that again. Now, does that one count? I think it's lit up, so that is correct. So then we do that one. No, oh, right, so that's not... It's got to be a spell. Okay. Did it say what kind of spell? Sorry, I could be a bit inept at this stuff. I don't know what I did now. I don't know what it was on. Let's do say Ice Spike. They're tonal. Right.
That's it.
Right, and then I do believe there's a 3 and a 4. So it should be this one. And then this one. Oh, hang on. So I presume it's this one last.
Where'd you come from?
Uh-oh. No, it looks like we got that wrong. Okay, so that's what happened. Right, we're out of... Hang on. We're out of stuff. Oh, hang on, go that way. God. I got a poor old brain today, but look at it. So I'm sorry about this. Rubbish. Right, so a bit can go on that. We've just got greater ones. It's a bit of a shame. But oh god. God, move, man! Yeah, well, we got that wrong again. So I must have missed something. I may go for the massive weapon here. kind of worried now. Whoa. Now we need a potion. Let's go for a potion of regeneration first of all. Plus a vigorous one of those. I don't think we can do poison, nothing like that. So we'll do a minor couple of these to get it up. And we'll continue. Right, let's take a stamina one so we get this. We'll take a couple of these. Then some stamina. Let's do a plentiful stamina. 2 of those. Health is increased by 20. We'll use that one. Oh, I got an itch. Hang on, let me just scratch me itch. Let me also do that one so it does more damage. Whoa! I'll poison that. I'll just see if this works, but I doubt it. Stamina regenerates faster. Yes, please. A paralysis poison. I wish I'd put that on now. And well, no, let's do a plentiful one of these. Plus a minor. Right, that's that one out of the way. And then we'll go for healing twice. Do this, and then we'll do a quick save. I'm going to do a quick save here while we're full. Could you deal with that Tirana, please? So I think this is what's going to happen every time we die. So the consequence of all that is don't die, Ray. But I need the these will give us soul gems, although they won't be filled, which is why I wish I had the thing that, you know, I got skill to do the soul gem thing. I wonder if I got one that does that. That actually, because I think I got a weapon or something which can do that. Paralysis rune might come in handy. Well, I'll keep that one in mind. But I think we need to do that, although we better do that when we need to do it. Don't look as though we have got one. I thought we had one that could do that. Let's see what will help us. Ice form will definitely work, and possibly dragon skin we could do. Right, did my staff actually disappear there? Because I've got nothing in my right hand now. I'm kind of thinking get this ready next time, but I think we probably better not do that. We'll do the other ones. These are... Let's get these ready. So I did something wrong there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's what I make of it. What do you think? I think bottom left 1, bottom right 2, then 3 on the top right, 4 on there, and then the 5th one should be that one. But it went red straight away as soon as I did 3 and 4. But that seems to be what it's implying in the books. Unless I'm reading that wrong. It seems like 3 is on the right. But, yeah, it's difficult to work out because... Does that mean the 2 is on the... Is that 3 things on the bottom there, and it's telling me the one on the right is a 2? Or is it telling me that of the 2 blobs, the right-hand blob is 2? That's what I'm confused over, which is I might have got that wrong. I'm sure I did this when I first did it. I worked this out. So I can't quite work out why I'm going it wrong now. But doing that 3 on the top right did not work. So it could be that that guy has put in his note that the middle one is 2. Is that top left or top left? Yeah, because looking at the book, it said it the other way around, didn't it? It said a 3 on the right. And again, I got to remember which note it was. God, let me write down this stupid note. I keep forgetting what it's called again each time. It's scrap of paper. No, it's on a scribbled note or a scrap of paper. Right, scrap of paper. Right, scrap of paper. Let me write that down. I can't remember otherwise. So that's 2. That means the 2 is correct. So the 3, see that 3 looks like it's on the right, but does that mean 3 is on the left? See, I'm confused by those splodges. Is the 2 in position 3? Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Let me go back to the other one again. Hang on, let me get to the other one again. I think I'm just reading it wrong. Top left. Yeah, I think I'm just reading this wrong. I'm looking at the splodges and thinking, you know, could it's go 1, 2? I imagine the bottom one is the last one. So it could be 1, 2, 1 left, right, middle. So it's 1, 2. I've got 1 and 2. Scrap of paper, right. But I'm a bit confused by these dots because they're kind of confusing. I don't know whether the 2 is in the 3rd dot position or whether it's of the 2 splodges, that means number 2. So that's where I'm confused. But I presume the 1 and 2 are correct. But I can't quite read the blobs. You know, it's a bit tricky to work out because it looks like that's the bottom 2, that's the top 2. The 1 and 2 are correct. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The 1 and 2 is correct. So the middle one, is that 3 referring to the top right or is it to the bottom one? That's where I'm confused. Hi, Sufin Bear. Sophian Bear? How are you? We're in a fix. We could use everybody's brains here to work this out. Because I'm pretty sure when I first played this, I sussed it out, but I can't seem to suss it out in a minute. So we all need our brains put together here to work this out. Because we have Katrina's note here. Right, so this is why some of these, you know, these notes that you get in the game do help you. I do play it with some mods, yeah. Yeah, I tend to do visual mods or a follower mod. I don't really do gameplay mods at all. So I'll put things like Lord of the Rings stuff in, or visual things, you know, like things like storms, you know, making it look better. But I don't like changing gameplay, you know, making me stronger or using cheats where I can go to every location on the map. I don't want to do anything like that. So hi Sophine Bear. But I do like the mods because some of the mods really do help the game. But we're trying to kind of work this out. It says 1, 2, 3 is top left. So what am I reading on this scrap of paper then? Because on this scribbled, was it scrap of paper, wasn't it? Does that mean 2 was on the right then? So I presume the one on the left is 3, and then the other one's 4. So it's 1, 2, 3 on the left. So okay, we'll go with that. So 1, 2,
Good.
3,
Keep going.
4, and then that one.
Almost.
There we go. Okay. Right, I just had trouble reading the dots. That was the only reason. I didn't know whether it was referring to the 2 by the right of the 2 black dots, or whether that meant 2 in the 3rd position. That's where I got a little bit mixed up. Okay, because I must have been a little bit more sensible in those days, and I was able to work it out. And then I'll do a let me do a quick save. A hurried scribble, probably. Yeah, you're right there. It probably was a hurried. Oh, have I got a lock here? It kind of took a while doing a quick save there. A little bit worried about that. Let me do that again. Seems a little bit sluggish. Normally it does the quick save and then straight back out. Oh, it might be because I got that up. Yeah, that's why. Because I already had that up. Right, okay, so that door opens so we can continue, but there's also a door here, so I'm going to have a look in here, but it could be they both lead to the same place. And that sound means we've accomplished whatever we're going to accomplish, and we've found the forest. That means all the main enemies are dead, so that's what that sound means, if everybody wonders. Right, okay, so we'll have some light now. Okay, I just couldn't work out, what the blobs meant. So, and I may have got confused the first time I did it. 'Cause I got a feeling actually I did get it wrong the first time, but I worked out the second time. So that's kind of worth a little bit, but may as well pick up everything we can now, because I know there is one particular place in this game where it becomes completely submerged in water and you cannot go back. So where it might be this one, but if this is the forge one, then I do believe we can come back. But it could be we pick it up from here and then we take it to somewhere else, and when we got all 4 of the pieces, then we can make use of this forge. So what I'll do now, I'll get
What do you need?
our friend here to pick up the rest. I'll get her to pick up that one. Those are the more valuable. There is a quest for picking up gyros, so
Got it.
yeah, Centurion Core, that's it. And then we'll pick up these dwarven ones, because these are good for making the dwarven, for crafting the dwarven stuff. Can you reach that to Serana? She can. Now these...
I'm on it.
These great big giant beams, which weigh a ton. Every time we come back here, we're going to get duplicates.
I'm on it. Got it.
Yeah, okay. If you press on the next thing, she'll ignore the one that I asked her to do previously, and she'll go to the one that the latest one that I pressed. And then there's some dwarven metal up there, which again is useful for crafting dwarven weapons. But you gotta be able to unlock that perk where you're able to. Now she might struggle with that. I think she's going to struggle with that. So what I'll do is, can I get up there? Because you can kind of jump and then grab on the way up. Hang on. There is a technique to this. You press jump. Hang on, and take it and then drop it. That's how you do it. Right, it's going to be on miscellaneous, and it's going to be dwarven. Where are we? Metal ingot. But we are already. Whoops, wrong button. Let me get back a little bit. Oh, hang on, I think I pick up some more stuff as well. What else did I pick up? I keep the claws because, you know, although they, you know, they only weigh 0.5, I don't want that. These are only 0.1, so that's not too bad. What did I pick up? Oh, I picked up that, did I? Yeah, I would like the to capture soul gems, because I could fill that thing up with soul gems, and then I won't have to keep picking them up all the time. Yeah, this stuff is very heavy, these metals. Right, hang on, let me come back a bit. Yeah, you got to be pointing at her to do this.
Got it.
But yeah, be patient with this. With doing this. Let her wait till she's picked it up before you pick the next one.
Got it.
Because she can't do it, you know, she's got to walk there first.
Got it.
Once she's there, she'll pick them up
Got
quick, like that.
I'm on it. Got it.
But she has to walk through it, so. But these things
I'm
look
on it.
very heavy. 25 just for that one piece. Okay, I think that will do.
That's it? Alright.
Right then, now we take this shard here.
So, it is real.
What? What is this?
Let me see it. Look, on the edge here. This has been cut, precisely cut.
Yeah, I did the three
If
on
you
the
had
right,
another
yeah.
piece about the same size, it would snap right in. I saw a drawing of this once. This shard, it's part of a key made of pure Aetherium. The key to the forge.
Yes, the special forge. So, what now?
We have to find the other pieces, of course. There should be, 3 more. 1 for each of the 4 cities that worked on the forge.
Okay.
I have a map in my journal. That's where we should start.
Then what?
We still have to find the forge itself. I had a lead on that too. There's so much to do. I'm going to head out and start tracking things down. We'll meet again. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so
For the first time in a long while, I think we may actually be able to do this. And I owe it all to you. Thank you.
well, it's not a problem. Thank you. But you see why I like the Elder Scrolls. The quests they do tend to be superior to most other games. There is a lot of effort. They're very skilled at doing this. They've been doing it since they first did their first, Elder Scrolls game. So they know their stuff. They've been with them a long time. They've got a new quest designer now. The guy that Ken Rolston that used to work with them, he left and he ended up working on Kingdoms of Amalur. So they kind of up the pace, and I think they've also looking for quest designers on the new one as well. So they're always trying to get the best out of their games. They've got a really good reputation for producing really good quests, and Oblivion had even better quests than Skyrim. In fact, some of the quests were superior to this game. So some people complain that they wish you could have the quests like we had in Oblivion, because they were even better. So let's hope the third one, the next one, or sixth one, is going to be as superior again. Let's hope they really, because we're having to wait a long time for it. So we should see an improvement in every part of the game, hopefully. Map, I'm hoping to be improved. Hopefully some really good quests like we've had in this. There's always a little bit of variety to them, and a little bit of thought. And some of them are funny, some of them are tragic. There's always something different. I really like it. It's why it becomes a fan favourite. Maybe not there. Whoops. Did I just fall down? I can always jump our way out. It's a bit of a shame when people don't have a jump button in their game. Seems like a bit of a fault to me, because jumping is important in this game. Well, we could dive down there, take a shortcut. But probably a stupid idea. Now, will we get attacked all the way back? That's the thing. I mean, I know we're always going to end up with the, you know, we fight a boss at some point. I mean, that's always going to be a thing, isn't it? But at least it's interesting on the way to doing it, and that's what makes these games special. Plus the total freedom that it gives you as well. I know I'm harping on about it, but you know, young people are playing this today, and they are, you know, really enjoying these games. Well, this game particularly was one that really opened it up to a far bigger audience. Right, hang on, it's kind of got lost here. Right, but if I head generally for that, we should find a way out. Or I don't know, look at the map. It looks like we're crikey. But occasionally clairvoyants can get a bit unstuck. So we just go back down here a minute and we'll try and work this out. I think we've got to go up here and round there. Doesn't get through there or anything. But it kind of sort itself out in a minute, hopefully. He said hopefully. Is that a gateway out? Anybody remember the way? Because I don't. Right, I don't think it's this way. I think we got to go back down. In the dark. Not a good idea. This is why I always get clairvoyance at the start of the game. Because there's times when it does come in handy, although it, you know, fails sometimes on some of these complicated dungeons. It's usually pretty good. It's just getting out the last bit. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky. So it's kind of saying there, but so I don't know what I'm missing here. But I'm trying to work my way back kind of towards this way. I'm kind of wondering if I go down, will that help? Because it could be that it's kind of through there, look. So I don't know where I've gone. I mean, anybody remember? I'm stuck. Where did I come through? Was it here? No, that's the room. Right. So I'm kind of lost. I've got to kind of work this out. You were driving, not me. Yeah, I know. I know. I ask too much of you sometimes, but it's hard. You know, every one of these dungeons is different, so it's hard to remember. You know, you can't say, "Oh, well, they generally go like this way." You can't do that. They're all completely unique. All 200 of them, and I think that's not including the DLC. So probably more than that. I got a feeling it's like more than that, to be honest. I'm trying to see if I've missed an entrance or exit somewhere. Because it's kind of implying it's up this way, but I'm missing something after here. So it could be across this beam here. And then down. But I think that went up, didn't it? I remember coming across here and coming around here. But I can't remember what happened before that. Because we ended up coming across here, didn't we? And then going through there. So is there another way around here then? I'm not sure whether dropping down is a good idea. But yeah, I wish clairvoyance wouldn't let us down sometime, but it does, so down again. Is there a way of unlocking this? Did this lock behind us and We can't get out. We're trapped. We can't get out. It's confusing. So if anybody knows the way out, I must have missed a turning somewhere. It kind of goes wrong here. Can't be that way. I hope it wasn't that gate. It's kind of shut on us, but there is a way out of here. I've just got to find it. But I'm not sure of the way now. I'm kind of stuck. I'm very tempted to kind of jump off and then hope. Let me see if there's another way from here. Maybe we. I can't remember if we came in here. I'm pretty sure we did come in here, but there could be an alternate way the other way. Ah, isn't this it here? Did we come in here? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I think this is the way out. I think. Yeah, oh, this is the lower section of it. Is it? Man, I am stuck. I'm tempted to drop down to there to see if that's it, but I can't remember if we went down or up. I thought we went down. Oh, sorry about this. So, you know, if you want to switch off, and I'll try and find me a way back. But I'm kind of stuck. It kind of lets you down now and again, the old clairvoyance. Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, we came in that way. So, this should be the way out. But we kind of came from up here, didn't we? Did we come along this pipe? Now, I might fall here, so let me do a quick save a minute. Oh god, I'm going to fall anyway. Okay, well, we'll fall anyway. Might be loot down here. There you go, there's loot down here. Of course there is. I'll leave the lever. That was worth doing. Where's one of the dead things? Ah, back here. There we go. Right, okay. Sussed out. Because it was like, you know, there's lots of ups, downs, lefts, rights. You know, that's what makes it confusing. That's why when clairvoyance does go wrong. That's right. Yeah, we went round here to the left. So this is where it lets us down a little bit sometimes. It always has a problem with multiple levels and things, different heights, stairs, ladders, anything like that will occasionally cause you a problem. So we should be on our way now, out of the door. It should be practically ahead of us now. There we go, that should be the way out. Right, everybody with us? Well, she'll appear the other side of the door. She teleports off there. Right, I managed to do it. It's good. I should have jumped down. You did 3 on top right, and then you were driving, not me. Right. Okay, we're out. Yeah, that took a long time, didn't it? We did a bit of picking up potions, and then the rest of the time was spent completely on this quest. Once again, another great quest that lasted a long time. This is why I love this game. You know, it's like a proper D&D. You go on a dungeon and you get a nice long time doing it. So that's why I love this game. It's excellent for that. You get quality with this game. I know the graphics are, you know, a little bit out of date now, but you know, the special edition kind of improved it. Right, we've got to search for the shard, so we could continue this next time, which will be more of these. But I'm kind of thinking it's time to maybe go back and I'll go and get loads of potions again. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep it on that quest, and then we go to all of the places and I'll go and get it. And then we'll stop it here. So I think that's about how many have I done now? Let me just check how many there is on me history. The history of the Elder Scrolls. And I'm sorry if I go on about the Elder Scrolls, but I can see there's young people playing it today, and I've been watching them, and they love it as well. Although they do tend to skip a lot of the books and everything else. There's Serana. How are you, Serana? All right. And then we better drop some of this loot back at our house. So what I'll do is I'll drop some of the stuff back at the house, try and sell as much as I can, and then we'll come back.
All at reasonable prices.
And I'll see you next time. So I'll do that now. Well, I'll probably have my dinner first, and then I'll carry on with it. And then remember that we're doing Ark on Saturday. I'll try not to make that mistake again. So thank you everybody for coming in. Let me read out your names. Thank you to Ghost57, to Smith Gamer 07, to Justin Clare, who is a lad by the way, not a lady. Because that will be an E on the end. And thank you to Harry and to Sufayan or Sufayan Bear. Thank you very much for coming in today. I appreciate all your help, and you know, likes and subscribes are always nice. And I'm so say hit 200, which astounds me because I thought I was still a couple short. Yeah, it looks like I'm on 202, so I finally hit it. I was hoping to do it on my birthday, but I won't hold that against anybody. Thank you all for the likes and the follows and the stream and the subscribes. Somebody did subscribe to me the other day too as well, and let me try and find that. So if you could bear with me just for a bit, I could always put the you know, what's on next to watch if you want to watch anything else, that is. But somebody did subscribe to me the other day, so let me just quickly do that one. As well, it's nice to have all people subscribe. Hassan GM subscribed to me. I want to thank him very, very much. That is very kind of you, Hassan. And P4RADIGM, Poradigium, also subscribed to me recently. So thank you all. Take care, Ghost. Take care, everybody else on my list. Justin, Harry, Sufane, and Smith Gamer. See you all next time, hopefully. And guess what, guys? I'll see you later. And I hope you enjoyed the fun and that really interesting quest. Slightly different ending. And the consequence of all these 4 that we're going to do is we're going to get use of this special forge. I can't remember what it does, but whether we've got to use the dwarven metal for it. But there is something that this forge does. It gives you a certain enhancement on a weapon or something, or we craft a special weapon. I can't remember because it's been a long time ago since I've done it, but yeah, there's something really, you know, good at the end of it as well. Okay, so thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time, and guess what, guys, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking. See you all, bye. And I'll try and do it next time I do an Elite Dangerous. I'll try and do it. For some reason it started off with sound, and then the last bit where I was speaking, it cut off. So I don't know what happened there, but I did a follow-up one, which is about an hour and a half. That one went wrong, did an error, and didn't record any of it. So that was the one I was going to put up, but in the end I thought I'd put that one up, even though it was a bit dodgy at the end. I thought, well, I'll put that one up because at least it's something of the Elite Dangerous Odyssey Alpha. So I'll put that one up anyway. I thought I'd throw it up even though it wasn't very great. Okay, I'll see you all next time. I'll try and do a better one than Elite Dangerous, and I'll see you all next time. Sorry for hanging you on there. Bye! See you later! And I appreciate your following me.